What's up, everybody? In this video, I actually want to talk to you about some of the most expensive places I've actually traveled to in the last 4.5 years. Number one on this list, I probably would have never said it before, but because I just spent a month there and I just spent about $6,000 between me and Alicia staying there for a month, it's on the list. And so I would say number one is going to be Dubai. Dubai is such an amazing place. It's one of my favorite places in the world, but I can honestly tell you that spending $6,000 in a month is kind of crazy when it comes to travel. Now, I mean, for the amount of things we did, I probably wouldn't say that's too expensive, but we just spent that much, so it's on the list. So when we were there the first time, we didn't spend much money. Honestly, we probably spent less than $1,000, and we were there for about a week, which was pretty good, pretty awesome. The second time we were there, same thing, and we went for New Year's, but this time we rented an Airbnb. We did excursions all day long, pretty much, almost every day. And, we stayed in pretty nice places. But I would say, that is the reason why I would say that we spent so much money. It's because we did a lot and we stayed at very nice places. Now, normally, can you get, a vacation into Dubai for less? Yes. But if you're looking to prolong your stay and really do a lot, it's a place where you can easily spend all of your money and then need more. And so second place is going to be London. Although I haven't been able to stay in London for as long as I've wanted to, I've been there twice for about a day or two. And let me just tell you, the food is pretty pricey. I remember looking at the prices and just being like, oh, this is pretty cheap. And then getting the bill in my credit card statement, and it was like 40% more of what I thought, because I was looking at things in dollars and I'm like, oh, well, $15 for this is not going to be too much money. When I get it, it's like 20. And, not that it's such a big difference, but it starts adding up when everything you start looking at is about 30% more expensive. And so that's one of the things you need to watch out with the conversion in, the UK. And the third place is going to be, like, I'm telling you, the craziest one for me. I remember going to Zurich, Switzerland. And Zurich is, the capital, obviously, or not really the capital, but Bern is, or it really doesn't have a capital. You got to look that up on a separate thing. It's kind of interesting about Switzerland. But, most people know Zurich as, like, the most famous place there. And so that's why I went there. Now, Zurich is kind of, crazy when it comes to food. And I mean Switzerland in general. I remember paying $3 for a croissant. I remember, going to Burger King, ordering like a hamburger, not a Whopper, not, anything special, just a hamburger, fries, and like a drink, and maybe some chicken nuggets. And I spent $20. Like $20. Crazy. And so when I look at, Switzerland, that wasn't just the only case. I went to a Dominican restaurant over there because I thought it was pretty cool that they had Dominican food over there. And I ate a plate of food that I would have paid maybe like $8 in the US for. And I paid $38 at the restaurant. And I couldn't believe it. I was going to live on bread and water. I had never felt poor in a country until I went to Switzerland. It is so crazy. And so that is probably the only thing I would say about Switzerland that is, kind of negative. You end up spending a lot of money. If you go there, you need to prepare yourself, or you need to buy food in Germany in the border and bring it back if you're going to stay at an apartment, or, ask, some of the locals how the heck they eat, because they do have some tricks. They do have some coupons. They have some places where they shop at, obviously, where food is a bit cheaper. But in general, anything imported in Switzerland is very, very expensive. And so if you are not trying to spend a lot of money, you definitely want to avoid Switzerland, London, and not stay in Dubai for a month.